And guess who else is in? Bryan Stern, the CEO and the founder of Grey Bull Rescue, a phenomenal Tampa-based organization rescuing Americans from around the planet wherever they need to be rescued, is on the phone. Bryan Stern, you are on the Israeli border right now live, correct?
Yeah, MJ, I'm on the Israeli side, not on the Jordanian side, but
Yep.
yeah, I'm right on the border at the border crossing.
Yeah, that's what we had surmised. Because I said earlier when I mentioned at like 6:20 that you were going to be on at 7 o'clock, I said I'm guessing he's on the Israeli-Jordanian border. I just saw, and I'm sure you're fully aware, another flight. I think a Boeing 777, Eastern Airlines. I guess they do charters now. Eastern. Just landed a 777 at 4 o'clock this morning at Tampa International. And, Governor DeSantis just had a press conference live about an hour ago at Tampa International.
Yeah, that was actually our aircraft. If you look at some of the pictures, you listen to the audio, he talks about how Grey Bull Rescue in the state of Florida, Governor DeSantis and Senator Jay Collins, how we've been working together to rescue Americans.
What is on tap now? I know there are more Americans to try to get out of Israel because of the tensions and the missiles flying from Iran. What are you working on right now? What is the plan? Is there a mission for today?
Yeah, we've been doing missions constantly. We've been here for just under a week. We've been doing we have maritime options, we have air options, we have ground options. And the deal is that things constantly change. So the environment is so fluid, and that's kind of where Grey Bull Rescue earns its money, is being able to adapt and pivot without much notice to do what needs to be done to rescue Americans. Literally, I got across the border today, and as I got across, about 10 minutes later, the border closed, and it will remain closed for another 4 days.
Oh, wow.
3 days. So. As an example, we're doing some operations here shortly, and that changes everything drastically, right? And the border is closed. So now what do we do? Well, good news, we have boats. And we'll pivot, and we'll shift and lift, and we'll do a couple of maritime things until the sea gets bad, and the sea state gets bad, then we'll have to shift and lift, and then we'll do buses to airplanes again. So it's constant moving of the cheese. It's constant flow of change. Oh yeah, by the way, Iranian missiles. Oh yeah, by the way, potential World War III scenario with us and Iran, and all kinds of other terrible things.
Now, Bryan, have you had any Tampa Bay residents that you've helped evacuate, from people from Tampa or St. Pete, Clearwater?
Yeah, absolutely. We've actually had some from Tampa, Bradenton. I think we had a St. Pete family too, I think. But there's been a bunch of Floridians, Yep. It's the summertime. So a lot of folks come to Israel on their summer vacations. A lot of kids do their study abroad stuff.
Yeah, you know what? You just brought that up. That just reminded me. I saw on the news, there was a USF student, a kid from USF here in Tampa, that he was doing an internship, some kind of a medical type internship that was cut short because of the conflict.
Yeah, it's the summertime. So, on this flight that just landed today, was a whole mission trip of pastors from Oklahoma. Senator Mullins of Oklahoma and I have been talking a lot, trying to get his people out. And so it's not all it's not all Jewish people. It's Christians. I think we had a Muslim. We had a couple of Muslim folks also. I think, we don't really care. If you're an American, you're an American. I don't really care, if you're a Republican or a Democrat or man or woman or Muslim, Christian or Jew. I could care less. But my point is that it's not any one particular demographic. These are all just the commonality of who are rescuing our American citizens.
Anyway, doing wonderful work. And, of course, Grey Bull Rescue and Bryan Stern's organization, they're based right here. Their offices are at Rocky Point, right, near the Courtney Campbell Causeway. If you'd like to donate, because, listen, this costs money. And if you'd like to donate, go to greybullrescue.org. getting international recognition, and they're a Tampa Bay organization right here. All right, Bryan, as usual, hit me up, text me, call me, any breaking news, whatever we need to talk about. You know that you have an outlet right here on the MJ Morning Show.
Thanks so much, MJ. Really appreciate it. GrayBullRescue.org. Appreciate you.
Stay safe on the border. Are you still with Florida State Senator Jay Collins?
I am, but he's on the other side, so I'll see him in a little bit.
Okay. All right. Listen, Bryan, we'll talk to you soon. GrayBullRescue.org. Give them $5, $10, $15, $20, $100. They're doing great work. Bryan, I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. From the Israeli-Jordanian border,
Wow.
right then and there.
That's where it's happening, man.
Helping to evacuate Americans that need to get out. Listen, airspace is like closed and flights are canceled, and having to get people into Jordan to get them out, or get them on a boat to Cyprus, or to fly to Cyprus to then get them back to the U.S. And again, big, huge news. 4 o'clock this morning. Julian, what time did you say the 777 landed from Cyprus?
I believe it was like around 4:30 this morning.
Yeah. 777 landed at Tampa International from Cyprus with Americans that Grey Bull helped to evacuate.
It's amazing.
And he's still on the ground, as you just heard. It really is. It's amazing.
Just to be a non-military force and to know how to navigate that part of the world.
But you know that he's former military. He's former special operations, and
but right now he's a nonprofit. He's a charity.
Oh yeah, and the bulk of the team are like former military, so they're very well versed, well trained, and do an incredible job. Did you like the video? Want more? Go ahead and click all this like, share, subscribe,